Yes, good morning students. Today I am going to discuss oversubscription of shares. Oversubscription means when excess share applied by public when company wants to allot less shares. So I am going to do illustration number 23. Follow first. What is the statement? A company offers 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each to public. The amount is payable as follows. You just have to make a table. On application, rupees 3 per share. On allotment, rupees 2 per share. On first call, rupees 3. And on second call, rupees 2. So all of us just write them in the beginning of the table. Applications were received for 15,000 shares. As I told you, oversubscription means more share applied. So you have to make first column of applied shares. Applied shares are 15,000. But company wants to allot only 10,000 shares. Then how you will do? The directors made the allotment as follows. No allotment to the application for 3,000 shares. 3,000 shares को कोई application नहीं दी. That means 3,000 shares got nil shares. And remaining 15,000 minus 3,000. Remaining 12,000 got 12,000 shares only. So how you will make the table? The first step is all of us multiply applied share with application. 3,000 multiply 3, that means 9,000, and 12,000 multiply 3, that means 36,000. So total will be 15 multiply 3, 45,000. Keep it in mind, whenever there is a case of oversubscription, then after application you have to make one more column of share capital. The amount will be quite same like application because here is the case of oversubscription. And if there is nil share, then at last you have to make a column of bank to whose money has been returned. Now, first step as I told you, applied share multiply with application. Second step, allotted share multiply with capital. Allotted share multiply with capital. Like 0 multiply with 3, that means 0. And keep it in mind, the shareholders who did not get any share, their money should be returned through bank. That means 9,000 should be written in bank column because it will be returned. And 10,000 multiply 3, 30,000. What does it mean? You receive on application 36,000, but company's capital should be only 30,000. That means there is an excess of 6,000. This excess of 6,000 will be transferred in share allotment. If the excess is more, then it will be transferred to first call, second call, and remaining amount should be returned. What is the limit to amount the transfer? Keep it in mind that you can maximum transfer allotted into allotment. That means 10,000 into 2. You can maximum transfer 20,000 here. But you just have 6,000. So you will transfer. If the excess money is more than 20,000, for example, the difference is 26,000, then you will write here 20,000, then the remaining 6,000 will be adjusted in calls. So after making this table, you have to do first two journal entries regarding application. First is bank account debit to share application. Under the column of application 45,000, and then share application account debit to share capital account, to share allotment account, to bank account. How we will post the amount? Total of share application is 45. Total of share capital is 30,000. Total of share allotment is 6,000. That is excess money application on allotment. And under the column of bank we have 9,000. So after making this table, you are just capable to do only first two entries. After then, for making remaining entries, you must have to make one more small table. That is allotted shares, allotment, first call and second call. As application is done, so we just have to make entries regarding to allotment, first call and second call only. So allotted shares are 10,000 and allotment is of 2. So 10,000 multiplied 2, 20,000. First call is of 3, 10,000 multiply 3, 30,000. Second call is of 2, so 10,000 multiply 2, 20,000. These amount will be called due amount. Now, all of us, first step, the excess money received on allotment, that should be deducted. So just deduct here 6,000. The remaining balance we will get on allotment is 14,000. Now there are three situations. First person, Mohan, who have 100 shares. He paid on the allotment first call and second call in advance. So that means 100 first call is of 3, second call is of 2. So 3 plus 2, 5. Rupees 5 will be paid by Mohan in advance on allotment. So 100 multiply 5. 500 will be advance. So it should be plus at the time of allotment. But in first call and second call, it should be minus. Because as I told you yesterday, that calls in advance has two treatment. When it is received, then it should be credited. And when its time is come, then it should be debited. So 100 multiply 3. 300 should be minus at the time of first call. 100 multiply 2. 200 should be minus at the time of second call. Don't forget to write here advance. Plus at the time of receiving and minus at the time of due. Similarly, one more person, Sohan, is there who have 200 shares, paid allotment but does not pay first call and second call. So 200 multiply 3, 600 not received. 200 multiply 2, 400 not received. So you have to write here arrear, calls in arrear. Similarly, one more person, Rohan, is there who pays allotment, also pays first call but did not pay second call. So 100 multiply 2, 200 will be less because it is arrear. So you just have to make a balance. 14,000 plus 500, 14,500. That will be placed in front of bank entry at the time of allotment. Similarly, 30,000 minus 300 minus 600, that means minus 900. Balance will be 29,100. We will receive at the time of first call receipt. Similarly, 20,000 minus 800, that means 19,200 we will receive at the time of second call. Now it's quite simple to post them in journal entries. How you will post? All of us, share allotment account debit to share capital account. Due is 20,000. So just make here 20,000. And when you do bank account debit to share allotment, 2 calls in advance. So in front of bank we will write 14,500. Allotment is 14,000 and call in advance shows 500. So it's quite simple through table. If you are able to make table, then there is no problem in will be journal entries. Similarly, at the time of first call, share first call debit to share capital. Due is 30,000. We will write here. At the time of receiving, bank account debit, calls in advance account debit, calls in arrear is also there. As I told you, you have two options, whether to open calls in arrear account or not. So it will be quite useful if you open calls in arrear account. So bank account should be debited with 29,100. Calls in advance is debited. In front of advance we have write 300. So calls in advance should be debited with 300. And calls in arrear should be debited with 600. Calls in arrear should be debited with 600. So total will be 30,000. As I told you, share first call debit with 30,000. So it must be credited with 30,000. In this way, there is no chances of mistake. Similarly, in second call, share second call and final call due with 20,000. And bank account debit, calls in advance account debit, calls in arrear account debit to share final call. In front of bank, we will write 19,200. In front of call in advance, we will debit 200. And in arrear, 400 plus 200, that means 600. And to share final call. Final call is debited with 20,000. So it must be credited with 20,000. So this is the procedure of oversubscription of shares. And it is quite simple if you understand the table properly. I hope it's clear to all of you. Thank you.